Hey guys, this is DW-TP08 with Rollout Reviews, bringing you something a little bit different. This is a Transformers-related review. It is the TP08 Dr. Wu Skybreaker. This is a third-party accessory for your Transformers Prime figures. It is meant to represent the Star Saber. So, this is the normal gray and silver version, and thus it has some silver accents on the outside. It's got some warnings on the back, but let's just get this open. Just squeeze on the sides of the packaging, and it should slide right out. So first impressions, this thing is very impressive. It's a large piece. It's got some very striking paint apps. First things first, let's take a look at actually how long this is. Here is a ruler, and we can see it's almost, well, just about, actually, 7 inches long. It's very, very big accessory. Here is a comparison with the only other real representation of the sword, at least so far. This came with the Voyager-class Optimus Prime from Beast Hunters, and it doesn't look nearly as good and is obviously a lot smaller. So let's just take a look at some of the details here, starting from the top. It's got the sections in the sword that split off from the rest. It could be a little bit fragile, but the plastic does seem very sturdy. It's got all of the details you would expect. Some really nice silver paint there, and some really, really nice gold paint down here. Awesome details in this section. It has the guard on the hilt, which is notably on the opposite side of the sharp part of the blade. This is accurate to the show. I find that the Star Saber is a very sort of defensive kind of blade, and thus the sharp part is on the opposite side that you would think it would be. Now it's worth noting that all of this is paint. Even the gray part at the bottom, it's all paint. It's got this little knob at the bottom, and to put it into somebody's hand, you have to pull that off. And when we do that, you can see it reveals some purple. The whole sword is purple. Maybe it's just cheaper to produce purple plastic, but for whatever reason, the whole sword is purple, and everything you see here is paint. So let's get this into Optimus Prime's hand. This is the first edition Optimus Prime Voyager class. Slide it into his hand, and take the little cap, plug that on the end. Now, the first problem I find is that this specific version of Optimus, his hand extends a little far, and it ends up knocking into the guard, making it at this angle. Some people might not think that to be great. I think it's fine, but regardless, he looks fantastic with this. He looks a lot more intimidating, a lot more powerful with this large weapon. It's a really, really great quality piece. It is a collector's item, meant to be on the shelf and look pretty, and not really meant for battle. Now, this is a must-have, I think, for the fans of the show, because we really haven't got a good representation of the Star Saber in the main toy line. However, if you're not really a fan of the show, this is something you can pass on. If you think the sword looks cool, then that's great. Go ahead and get it, but otherwise, it's not necessary. Just for fans of the show, just for collectors, and I fall into both of those categories, so I think this is fantastic. So that is about it, guys, and this is DW-TP08 signing off.